Hello again. We've looked at the course and what it involves, so now let's go on to see what you need to do about the application form. So the first thing to do if you want to take CELTA is to find out where to do it. If you go to this website, you'll find this page and it will show you all of the registered CELTA centres everywhere in the world. When you've done this, you'll need to fill in the application form. All centres are different and each application form is slightly different, but they all have a similar pattern and similar ideas. This is not going to be easy. It's going to take you a while and it's going to take some research probably. CELTA has a very high pass rate, about 95%, but it's because the application is very rigorous. We're not allowed to take anybody on if we don't feel they can pass the course. So take your time over this. Make it count. Do your research. Don't rush it. And give yourself time before the course starts as well. It's a good idea not to apply just before the course. Obviously on the application there'll be personal details and then there'll be language tasks. These are where you have to explain the meaning of a language. So for example, you might be given two sentences like this and asked to explain to a learner what they mean or what's the difference between them. And here you'd probably be expected to say that they're both the present continuous tense, I'm having, I'm making, but that in one case it's for future arrangement, I'm having dinner with him tomorrow, I've arranged it, and in the second it's for actions now, I'm making dinner and it's actually happening now. So we've got the same tense but it's got two different meanings in English. That's what you'd be expected to say. You'll also be expected to know parts of speech. So all of the basic ones and some others, modals, auxiliaries, past participles you might not be so familiar with. So make sure you know these. And names of tenses, present continuous, past perfect, etc. You'll need to know this before you do the course. If you're struggling with this, and a lot of people do, then I have a good grammar for language teachers course on my site and I'll put the link to that underneath. You'll also be asked to do a writing task. Now, for example, that might be what makes a good language learner or something of that nature. Now, this is a written English test. We want to see how good your written English is, but also, of course, to see what your ideas about language learning are. There are no right answers, but we're looking for things that show that you've got an idea about what language learning is about. I hope that that's given you some insight into the application form and what you'll need to do. The next part of the process, assuming your application form is accepted, is that you'll be invited in for an interview. So let's have a look in the next video about what that entails.